Angel Reese's night against the Phoenix Mercury wasn't just another game. It was a thunderclap moment in her young WNBA career, one that will be remembered far beyond the box score. On a team that was still searching for its rhythm and identity, Reese gave the world a reminder of who she is and what she's capable of. Amid a tough season and mounting pressure, she delivered a statement performance that silenced any remaining critics and ignited fans across the league. The Chicago Sky may have left the court with a loss, but Reese left it having made WNBA history. She became the fastest player in league history to reach both 500 career points and 500 career rebounds, doing it in just 38 games. That's not a small feat. It's a milestone that places her in elite company and speaks volumes about her consistency, durability, and sheer willpower. To put it into perspective, the previous record holder was Tina Charles, who needed 44 games to hit that same mark. Reese smashed through that record in 6 fewer games, showing just how dominant she's been since stepping into the professional arena. In a league filled with physicality, speed, and talent, Angel Reese is not just keeping up, she's setting the pace. What made the night even more impressive was the context. The Chicago Sky came into the matchup on a 3-game losing streak and were desperate for a spark. The team had been struggling, particularly on the offensive end, and much of the early frustration had been unfairly pinned on Reese. Critics were loud following her rough outing against the New York Liberty, where she went 0 for 8 from the field and didn't make a single shot, a first in her professional career. That game stung. It was a harsh reminder of how quickly opinions can shift in sports, especially when the spotlight burns as brightly as it does on a player like Angel. But the way she responded spoke volumes. In the next game against the Los Angeles Sparks, she put up a strong double-double, logging 13 points and 12 rebounds in 32 minutes of action. It wasn't just the numbers, it was the attitude, the energy, the presence she brought back to the court. She looked focused, she looked hungry, and she looked like someone who had taken that loss personally and was ready to make a statement. It was a much-needed performance, not only for her confidence, but for her team's morale. Then came the real headline moment against the Phoenix Mercury. Once again, Reese posted a double-double with 13 points and 15 rebounds. But this time, it wasn't just about bouncing back, it was about making history. Her performance was full of hustle and grit, with 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks, rounding out a stat line that screamed dominance. Every possession she touched carried weight. Every rebound she pulled down drew cheers. It was the kind of performance that reminded fans why she entered the league with so much hype, and why that hype wasn't misplaced. Even though the Sky couldn't close out the win, the night belonged to Reese. Social media lit up within minutes. Analysts, former players, and fans flooded timelines with praise, highlighting the historical significance of her accomplishment and celebrating the impact she's already had on the league. The excitement wasn't just about her stats, it was about her story, about a young woman proving doubters wrong and carving her name into the league's fabric faster than almost anyone expected. Reese didn't just meet expectations, she flipped the narrative entirely, and she did it in a season where nothing had come easy. There's something undeniably magnetic about Reese's game. She doesn't just play basketball, she performs. Every rebound is a battle, every bucket is a message, and every time she takes the floor, it feels like something special is about to happen. The Chicago Sky may still be finding their identity as a team, but with Reese anchoring the paint and bringing relentless energy, they've got a centerpiece who isn't afraid of the moment. She plays with the kind of raw emotion and intensity that makes you feel like you're watching a star being born in real time. That's rare, that's special, and it's exactly what women's basketball needs. The pressure on young stars in the WNBA is immense, especially when you're coming in with a high-profile college career and a massive fan base already built in. Angel Reese has had to carry that weight from day one. She was one of the most talked-about rookies in years. With that attention came scrutiny, and with scrutiny came critics. But nights like this silence all of that. When she stepped onto that court and made history, she wasn't just proving something to the league, she was proving something to herself, that she belongs, that she's ready, and that she's just getting started. Her resilience after a tough start to the season shows the mental toughness that separates great players from good ones. It's easy to be confident when everything's going your way, But bouncing back from failure, that's where true character shows. After a scoreless night that could have rattled anyone, she doubled down and delivered back-to-back double-doubles. That's not luck. That's not hype. That's heart. That's the work ethic of a player who isn't satisfied with just being in the league. She wants to dominate it. And don't forget, she's doing all of this while the Sky are still searching for their identity. This isn't a stacked super team. She's riding the bench for. She's the centerpiece of a roster in transition. The loss of players like Kennedy Carter in free agency has left Chicago scrambling to redefine their offensive flow and leadership core. In the middle of that chaos, Angel Reese has emerged as a steady force, someone the team can rally around. Every night, she shows up ready to lead by example, ready to do the dirty work, and ready to put the team on her back if that's what it takes. The importance of her milestone goes beyond the numbers. It's about what it represents. The fastest to 500 points and 500 rebounds in WNBA history isn't just a stat to celebrate. It's a symbol of how quickly Reese has adapted to the professional level. It's a warning to future opponents. And it's a challenge to the rest of the league's young stars. This is the new standard. Her ability to reach that mark in just 38 games shows that she's not here to play catch-up. She's here to set the bar. Now, as the season continues, the spotlight on Reese will only grow brighter. With every game, fans and opponents alike will be watching to see if she can sustain this level, if she can lead the Sky through adversity, and if she can continue adding to her already impressive resume. Based on everything we've seen so far, the answer seems to be a resounding yes. Reese is not just surviving her early days in the WNBA, she's thriving. She's rewriting expectations. And she's doing it all with a swagger and confidence that's impossible to ignore. This is Angel Reese's moment, and it feels like we're only at the beginning of the story. What makes Angel Reese's rise even more compelling is the way she balances her physicality with finesse. Many players with her size and strength rely solely on power, but Reese combines that with a surprising agility and court awareness that make her a matchup nightmare. She crashes the boards with relentless energy, but also moves with the grace of a seasoned veteran. It's that blend of skills that has coaches and analysts predicting a long, impactful career ahead of her. In an era where versatility is prized, Reese stands out as a rare talent who can do it all: score, rebound, defend, and lead. Her impact extends beyond just the stat sheet. Reese's presence on the court elevates those around her. Teammates often talk about how her work ethic pushes everyone to raise their game, and how her competitive fire creates a culture of accountability within the Sky's locker room. She's not just chasing individual milestones, she's driving her team to be better every single night. That kind of leadership, especially from a player so early in her career, speaks volumes about her maturity and the kind of pro she's becoming. The spotlight can be a double-edged sword, especially for young stars, but Reese has handled it with remarkable poise. From day one, the media and fans have put her under a microscope, scrutinizing every move, every shot, every moment. Instead of letting the pressure weigh her down, she's used it as fuel. Her confidence is genuine, not arrogant, a quiet belief in her own ability that shines through even in the toughest moments. That mental toughness is often what separates the good players from the great, and Reese is showing all the signs of one who will continue to rise. Off the court, Reese is already making waves as a role model and ambassador for the sport. She understands the platform she has and uses it to inspire young athletes, especially girls who see themselves in her story. Her outspoken nature, combined with a genuine passion for basketball and social causes, is helping grow the WNBA's profile. As the league expands and gains more attention, players like Reese will be key in bridging the gap between on-court success and off-court influence. Her voice matters just as much as her play. Looking ahead, the expectations will only get higher. The WNBA season is a grind, with every team improving and adapting. Angel Reese's challenge will be to keep evolving her game and maintaining her health in the face of increasing physical demands. But if this season so far is any indication, she's more than ready for that test. With her record-breaking pace, her competitive spirit, and her leadership qualities, Reese isn't just part of the league's future. She's shaping it right now. The Chicago Sky and WNBA fans alike have a lot to be excited about because Angel Reese is just getting started.